friends. It's No Skips, the show where we talk about albums where you don't skip any songs on, okay? These are the ones that you put the headphones on, you put on Do Not Disturb, and you just enjoy the music, my friends. And today, I have got another album for you from the hip-hop genre. It is Lupe Fiasco's Lasers. It came out in the year 2011, March of 2011 to be specific. And I remember this album coming out and being a very big deal. Okay, very big deal for Lupe Fiasco. And I think for a lot of people, it introduced them to Lupe Fiasco. Now, to be clear, this was not the first album by Lupe. This was the third, all right? But it was one that really got people, got people's attention, beyond just one or two singles. This is one that had a lot of good songs on it. Let's get to the runtime of this album. It is 57 minutes long. As far as how many songs are on the album, I'm looking at the standard version, 14 songs, okay? And this album spurred 4 singles. Let's go over those real quick. First up, The Show Goes On. Okay, that was the first single that came out in October of 2010. That's when that came out. The album, by the way, again, came out in March of 2011. So they kind of started releasing singles before the album dropped, which nowadays they do that all the time. But that kind of gives you an idea of why people were so excited about this album, because it didn't come out till March of 2011. But here it is, October of 2010, and you're hearing the first song and you're going, I want to get my hands on this album, and I can't do that. But at least during that time, time frame, and nowadays they could get the single. So, but anyway, October 26, 2010, The Show Goes On. Second single, Words I Never Said. That came out in February of 2011. Again, before the release of the album, that one came out. Then after the album came out, Over My Head comes out, May 22nd of 2011. And I Don't Want to Care Right Now came out in December of 2011. So 2 singles prior to the release of the album, 2 singles after the release of the album, if you're keeping up at home. And again, as I told you before, this has got 14 songs on it. Let me give you my personal playlist off of this album. Again, no bad songs, all right? No bad songs on this album. Listen to the whole thing. But these are the ones that have made my personal playlist that I listen to on a regular basis, all right? Letting Go, Words I Never Said, Till I Get There, Out of My Head, The Show Goes On, State Run Radio. Those are the ones that made my personal playlist, all right? And I tell you what I love about Lupe Fiasco on this album, Lasers, and I don't know if he kept up with this type of thing with his other albums. You'll have to let me know, my Lupe Fiasco fans out there. But what I loved about it is with this Lasers album, he kind of tricked us a little bit. Here's what I mean by that. If you look at the song, The Show Goes On, if you just listen to the instrumental, you would be led to believe it's a party anthem. This is a song that you play at parties. There's not much to it, okay? It's just a song to get up and, move and groove, right? But if you look at the lyrics tell a completely different story. So he was able to get both crowds. He was able to get both the people like me who like serious rap music and the people who are out there who just want something to dance to. And he got them both on this album. And I think that's clever as hell that he was able to do that. And I know a lot of rap artists, try to do that, as well. But some rap artists, legitimately, if you look at their album, you can tell what songs are the serious ones where they're trying to give you something, trying to tell you something. And the other ones where they're like, I don't care if you get a message from this, just dance and, keep this on the radio so I can keep selling stuff. You know what I mean? But Lupe was able to kind of blend those things together in this album. And I think it's a great, great album, which is why I'm suggesting it to you. Again, it is about an hour long. So, I mean, it is a time commitment. I will say that. But if you got a long trip coming up, put in this album. Yes, some of the lyrics are a little bit dated because he does talk about, Barack Obama. Obviously, Obama, by 2011, he was still in office. Sorry, I tried to remember that in my head. But he was still in office, still doing things as our president. And so there are some things in there that are, talking about Barack Obama. And if you didn't live during that time period or you were younger during that time period, you might learn some stuff. just you might learn some stuff. I know that should be the parental warning, not the curse words, but the you might actually be forced to learn something. Because I know for some people that's a no-go. If I got to learn something, I don't want to listen to it, you know. But if you can get past that, listen to this album. That's a good one. Lupe Fiasco, Lasers from 2011. It's a no skips album, in my opinion, my friends. You tell me if you agree in the comments below. If you don't agree, let me know in the comments below. And as always, my friends, hey, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. I'll be back again with another new artist, another album that you don't want to skip any song on, right here on No Skips. Until we talk again, be good to yourself, be good to others in that order. I'll see you soon.